Hi guys. Well, as for my title, I'm going to be talking about my cancer story. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 2 melanoma skin cancer. The reason why I want to discuss this because I want to bring awareness, okay? I was debating or not whether to talk about this or not because I'm a new YouTuber and I just didn't know. But it is getting nicer outside and I just want to bring more awareness. I mean, a lot of people talk about breast cancer, prostate cancer for men, cervical cancer, but skin cancer is not talked about enough. Okay. If somebody said, "Oh, I have skin cancer," somebody said I have breast cancer, I mean, right away, "Oh my God, breast cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry." But skin cancer can be just as bad. Melanoma is the rarest and the most deadliest of all the skin cancers. So, it's something that shouldn't be taken lightly. So let me get to my story. I am from New Jersey, South Jersey to be exact, and I'm about a half hour away from Atlantic City, New Jersey. I was born and raised here. My mother and my grandmother was as well. We're from the shore. We spend all the summers down there, 4, 5, 6 days a week. We're at the beach. It's where my kids are used to. I just love it. I love the beach. I will get my beach chair and put my feet in the water, and we're there from like 9, 10 in the morning until like 6 o'clock at night. Okay? I just love it. It's so peaceful. So that being said, um, when I was like in my teens, early 20s, I never used sunblock ever. Okay? Um, I'm just going to be honest. What I used was baby oil. My family, they're very olive complected. I'm the fairest one out of the bunch, okay? My mother, for example, 20 minutes and she's dark. Me, I do burn a few times and that's that I tan. So I never used sunblock. I was very ignorant. You didn't hear too much back then about, skin cancer and this and that. You did. You used sunblock. New Jersey is also stereotyped for tanning beds, which I went to. I mean, let's be honest. I would go to the tanning bed in the morning and then go right to the beach. Um, New Jersey's known for, the show Jersey Shore. So it was actually taped in central New Jersey. And, all of them were very tan, right? So, I mean, hey, that's what we just do from New Jersey right in the summer. Tanning beds, beach, we just, we like our tans, okay? Most of us, not all, but most. Anyway, so a couple years ago, let me fast forward. A couple years ago, my husband noticed this discoloration on my back. It was by my bra strap, like right above my bra strap. And he kept saying, Ann, you need to get that checked. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I don't look at my back. So I took a mirror to like another mirror and looked, and I'm like, oh, it does look weird, but maybe it's just like a beauty mark, a mole. But I did notice it was starting to change colors, but it didn't hurt, anything like that. Then I let it go for a few more months. And then I started to get like this little bump right in my eye corner. So I'm like, well, I need to go get that looked at. So my husband went with me. I made an appointment to the dermatologist, and I told her about my bump, and she did a biopsy with it. And then my husband says, well, I need you to look at her back. And I looked at my husband, and I thought, really? So anyway, she looked at my back, and I seen her face. And the first thing she asked me was, does anybody in your family have melanoma or ever had melanoma? Well, I never even heard of it. I didn't know what it was. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. So she did a biopsy, and also I had to get some blood work. So I went back in a couple weeks, and she goes, well, let's first talk about your blood work. And my sugar was a little off, which I knew that. I've been a diabetic since the age of 18. I am type 2. And it's so funny because as we speak, I'm waiting for my results to come back because I think I might be actually type 1. So I've been on insulin for over 20 years. Okay, so I already knew that was going to happen. And she says, well, I have good news and bad news. She goes, well, the thing on your eye, that was a lesion, but it was not cancerous. So I was like, all right, that's great. It was healing from the biopsy. Everything was great. She said, now on your back. It came back positive for stage 2 melanoma skin cancer. And that's how I looked at her. I just stared at her. And I said, well, what is that? So she explained to me that it is genetics as well, like breast cancer and stuff like that. But most people that get it from like tanning beds or out in the sun, but it is also genetic as well. So I said, okay, so what do we do from here? So I had to get more blood work, to test my white blood cells, my red blood cells, get a chest x-ray to make sure it didn't spread. So then I had to get surgery. Okay, so I go back for my surgery, and my results came back, and everything was fine. My chest looked fine, didn't spread anywhere into your lymph nodes. See, that's the thing with melanoma. It spreads so rapidly, and people think that it's just only light-skinned people can get it. But if you know who Bob Marley is, he's a famous reggae singer. Oh my God, I loved him so much. And he died from melanoma skin cancer. What happened was it wasn't diagnosed, and it went to his brain, and he died from brain cancer stemming from melanoma. So it's really serious. So thank God, we called it in time. It was in the beginning stages of stage 2. So what they did was I had to get surgery, which that was so painful because they have to go very deep into the layers, into the muscles to make sure they get all of the melanoma out, because you do not want to leave anything in there and it spreads, okay? Because melanoma can be fatal, So now, when you have melanoma, anybody that's ever diagnosed with melanoma, for 2 years, every 6 months, you have to get like a skin screening, okay? And then in 2 years, if you're fine, then you go every year. So I had to go back in 6 months, and I didn't quite go back in 6 months. I kind of went like a year, okay? And so they did the skin screening, and on my left leg, on my calf, I have my oldest son's name on it. I had it since I was 19 years old. So it's an older tattoo, And she noticed a bump at the very end of it. And she goes, how long have you had this bump? And I was like, well, I didn't even know I had it there, to be honest with you. I don't know. And so they did a biopsy. I go back, and it came back positive for basal skin cancer. And that is from the sun, okay? And it usually doesn't go past the skin, So I had to get surgery as well as that, and it was very small, like this, the scarring, and they had to, just get it out, make sure it didn't get any deeper or anything like that. Because when you have melanoma, any little thing that looks weird, they will check, So I have to go back in, a couple more months for my 6-month check. But like I said, I just want to bring awareness, Us women, if we wear foundation, if we see SPF like 15, 30, even 50, we're like, oh my God, that's great. I got to get it. Like my dermatologist said, the sunscreen, and it only lasts for an hour, 2 hours top. So you have to still wear sunscreen. We have to keep putting sunscreen on our body every few hours, We just have to be more cautious and have awareness. Like my dermatologist said, more people are being diagnosed with melanoma, because why? Because so many people are going to the tanning beds, out in the sun, no sunblock, no nothing, and they're not getting it looked at or anything. You see a little thing and you think, but you never know. So like I said, I'm just making this video. Like I said, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me, pity. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just doing it for awareness. So if you see anything, any little bit of something that looks weird, get it checked. Now, my dermatologist told me, your husband saved your life. Because if I didn't get that thing in my eye, I would have not got checked. And she told me 6 months to a year, you might not have had as good news. Okay, because I got it just in time. Even though it was stage 2, it was the beginning of stage 2. So thank God it didn't spread anywhere. So I'm very thankful for that, So like I said, please, please, please wear sunblock. And any little thing you see, get checked. Okay, and I go back in a couple months, and I will keep you guys updated. But I am cancer free. You know, they got everything, thank God. They just have to be more cautious with me now, since I am susceptible of getting things. Because even though I have not been to the tanning bed in a couple years, I don't go really to the beach that often like that. I still go because I just love it. But I wear sunblock. I don't really go there now to tan. I go there because I just love the beach, you know. And I'm putting it on all the time, you know, but I'm more susceptible of getting things because even though I don't go, you know, like tan like that anymore because of years of tanning, you know, things can come out. Also, too, you know, I have on my face and everything, I have a lot of sun damage from the sun, you know, so which vitamin C helps with that. But anyway, thank you for watching. You know the drill. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, like me, or hit the like button, and comment. And if you comment, I will write you back. Bye, friends.